Major traffic action here in Aurora, here in Church Street. There is Cape Town, there is Piketberg, and over there is Aurora. So not far from the city at all. A very, very small village. School, a church, a coffee shop, and a general dealer, or a small supermarket. What more do you need in life? Honestly, I ask you. We have become so obsessed with material possessions that we sometimes forget about the beauty or the magic of villages like Aurora. Peace and quiet. Oh well, I say that, but you often bump into other residents. Welcome to Aurora. Let's go and explore. Here's the entrance of the town. You can see part of a Bergrivier municipality. There you've got the Dutch Reformed Church here in Aurora. And check out the big bicycle in front there. And you can go to Veldrif and Piketberg in this direction, and Redlinghuis, another small settlement or village, in that direction. Less than 2 hours drive from Cape Town from here, but what a world apart, and life is really, really slow here. I say hello. And I read an interesting story about the first minister of this church. So apparently he was a prisoner of war and he was stationed in Ceylon, and he named his first daughter Ceylonia Aurora. So Ceylonia Aurora, and beautiful flowers as well here. Over here. And such a beautiful town. You can see with the mountains in the back. And very green, a very rural-like feel, farm-like feel in this town. You can see over there Handelshuis Aurora, so small supermarket, and you got the bottle store or the liquor store next to it as well. And looks like there's a school in front here, and a house built in a colonial style. Oh, and it's actually a high school. I thought it might be a primary school, but a high school or a secondary school. And you can see there, entered to learn. And this is Langstraat or Long Street. Long Street here in Aurora. And some of the beautiful plants you get in this part of the world, and the use of rocks and stones on pavements with little gardens are very popular in South Africa. Beautiful, beautiful garden on the pavement here, or flower beds I should say, rather. Just check out the different colors and the beautiful purple ones here, of course. And check this out, an old piece of wood which just adds another dimension to the flower bed or the garden here. What an absolutely brilliant town or village. So I tried to look online how many people live in Aurora, and the latest figures that I could find was for 2011. I think there were just over 500 people or so in the village. I wonder how many there are now. But yeah, check this out. Check how dangerous South Africa is. Trespassers will be eaten. No electric fences, no big walls, security walls in this part of the world. life is very, very safe and peaceful, and you'll live close to nature when you live here, that is for sure. Let's walk a little bit here next to the school. Yeah, here you've got a sign saying there's pedestrians and a pedestrian crossing. Well, not that there's a huge amount of traffic here in Aurora, and looks like a bus stop. And there you can see the sign, enter to learn, and another bus stop. So yeah, not a worry in the world here. And there's a church which we'll come and check out a little bit more in a sec. But I just want to walk there. So there's some color there that has attracted my attention, and you can see more of the school buildings in a colonial style there as well. I think the tennis courts are a little bit out of action though. Middag, say hello.
Yes, middag.
Yes. So someone carrying some plants there, and some rubbish, and a very vocal backseat driver there. And yeah, Langstraat and Hoofstraat or School Street. I hope your Afrikaans is improving a little bit here with Willie Explore. Oh, and check out these dogs here. Hello. Looking for bakery and patisserie with some dogs. Koekeloer koffiemoer. A little bit of Afrikaans wordplay there. Just look at the use of pink here with a guest house. Langstraat, Long Street, again with a bicycle there, and over there as well. So it looks like Aurora is popular with cyclists, mountain bikers, yeah, or maybe they just like bicycles. Here's the Church of Aurora, the Dutch Reformed Church. Just entering here, I'm giving you another shot here. Beautiful, beautiful church. There we go, Dutch Reformed Congregation of Aurora, the Eeuwfeest, so 100-year festival or centenary, 25 April 1906. And some beautiful trees here as well, just next to the church building. I am going to make a statement, and I think the Aurora Church is one of my favorites I've seen on this trip. And as I also explained to you in the other vlogs, or in some of the other vlogs, the church buildings in South African towns absolutely stand out, because there are not a lot of other tall buildings in the small towns. Certainly no skyscrapers. This is not Canary Wharf. So the church always dominates the skyline. Ja, 100-jarige herdenking van die hoeksteenlegging. So 100-year memorial of the foundation stone being laid. 26 April 2008. So, and there you go, 16 April 1908. This particular church was established here in 1908, but the plaque there talked about the centenary of 1906, so maybe they had a different building. There's one of the bells. Over here. And the church from a different angle. Yeah, absolutely 100% here in Aurora, the tallest building is the church. And this is something I remember from my childhood as well, these green windows on church buildings. Certainly that was the case in Lambert's Bay. But yeah, a green shade for church windows are very popular here in this part of South Africa, at least. And a few people on bicycles in town. Certainly not many cars. Yeah, maybe they just really like bicycles. Dag 7 meneer. Hello, hello. And a few barking dogs as well. So what do you think of Aurora? Let me know in the comments. And I hope this also gives you an idea of life here in the Western Cape, outside of Cape Town. So this is not far from Cape Town at all, but absolutely a world apart. So Main Street and Church Street. I've got a feeling I'm standing at the busiest junction of the town. Right here. Probably the two most important roads or streets in the village. Dag sê julle, hallo. Nou 'n mooi dorpie hierso. Nou sê. A house, but it looks like it's a coffee shop as well. Or maybe it's just a coffee shop. Yeah, Monica's coffee shop. Nostalgie or nostalgia. And here is Aurora. And just to give you an idea of a lifestyle, what to expect here in Aurora. Look at the cat on the table there. Maybe he's eyeing the birds here. Hello. There you go, nostalgie, nostalgia. And I'm sure you've seen a few of these in this series in South Africa, the windpomp, the windmill, and more of the houses here. Yeah, so no concrete walls or big electric fences. They went old school with a dog. Hello, are you guarding this place? Are you the guard? Enter at your own risk. Well, I'm not going to take my chances. Yeah, hello, hello. Yeah, I see. There's more than one dog here, but I think they are pretty friendly. Hello, hello. Oh! And I think the cat looking for some attention as well. Yeah, next to the dogs. Hello, kid. Hello, how are you? It looks like there are some more animals guarding this residence, this pig. Over here. Hello, how are you? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Yeah, me too. Me too, buddy. So I'm actually going to have some food here at the Aurora Deli and Coffee Shop. Bacon and egg for 57 Rand. So again, the conversion, one British pound is about 23, 24 Rands. And you can see there's some other options there that they've got. And a cappuccino, 28 Rand. And I'm trying to get a seat here, but I'm sort of blocked here by the local residents. An animal paradise here in Aurora. This is what a cappuccino in Aurora looks like. And really, really nice and foamy there. Bacon and egg sandwiches. Almost like mini sandwiches, look at that. And a lot of chips and a little bit of salad. Here we go. Cheers to Aurora. Bacon's nice and crispy. And the egg is well cooked. Perfect there as well. And the chips. Nice and crispy. What a huge bargain, yeah. In Aurora. a small village, but it packs a punch when it comes to food and drink. And a major traffic jam here. I think that's the school bus going past. It's going to show you more of the coffee shop here. So you got the uniform here of the Castle Guard. Now that's interesting. And some dried fruit for sale. Its bag here. Oh, and some handmade jewellery as well that they sell here. The Springbok featuring as well there. The Springbok, of course, the emblem of the South African rugby team. Although not the official emblem, that's actually the Protea, but people still refer to our national team as the Springboks. And some of the rusks here for sale, which you dunk in your coffee for breakfast. And more little bits and bobs that they sell here to make a living. Peace, love and faith. And here's some old war memorabilia or Navy and Army memorabilia of South Africa. Just going to open that for me here. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Oh wow. This is quite a collection. So apparently this is the collection of an elderly gentleman here in South Africa who used to be in the Navy in Simonstown, and he's collected all of his stuff over the years. You can see there loads of jackets, and gosh, look at this. Bullets, various sizes. Here, 50 Rand for this flare. A binnacle shell, 650 Rand. And some sort of lamp, I think, yeah, for 4,000 Rand. War history books, different medals, knives. Gosh, amazing, amazing collection of stuff. Yeah, in this coffee shop in Aurora. Nostalgia actually is the shop here that sells the old military gear. I did speak to the owner of a coffee shop here in Aurora who demystified the bicycle theme for me here in Aurora, and she did explain that there is a mountain biking trail in the area, and that once a year especially there is this competition that mountain bikers look forward to and compete, and this year they found it quite challenging because of the amount of rain that this area experienced. So if you're a mountain biker or an adventurist, come to Aurora here in the Sandveld and come and try your luck. My understanding is that that hill forms a part of a route as well, so, or around the hill. And yeah, it does look quite challenging. Sheep farming traditionally has been the big income in the area, but also cattle, and more recently I've been told that potatoes and red bush tea has also been prominent here. So potatoes and red bush tea. So if you live in England and you buy your red bush tea at Tesco's or Sainsbury's, you know where it's coming from this area. Well, I say that traditionally Clan William, which is not far from here, that is the red bush tea capital of the world, or the red bush capital of the world, and Aurora seemingly now has caught up on the trend as well. And walking around villages like Aurora, you often forget about the contribution that they make to the world. It's easy to forget that, because we are obsessed with the contribution of cities and bigger places and the tertiary sector or the financial sector, but we should never forget the contribution that farmers and that people in more rural areas make to life and to the economy and to society. I've been told, perhaps unsurprisingly, that a lot of people from the city now move to Aurora or the surroundings to work remotely. And again, like I said in other vlogs, with people moving to these smaller villages or towns, that will undoubtedly have an impact, positive or negative, or maybe both. Another shot here of the church and that hill, and of course the mountain biking route goes around that hill. Right guys, I am here in the main street, Hoofstraat, here in Aurora. Let's go and explore a little bit more. I think this is a school residence, and obviously over there, that's the kopje or the hill here in Aurora. Not sure what building this is. I think there's some people sitting there as well who spotted the camera and will no doubt be very excited by a famous YouTuber visiting their town or their village. Well, have to stay modest. Not famous just yet. And a rare sight of a car on the road or a bakkie. Waar zijn jullie? Hoe is het? Wat voor gebouw is dit? Is die kerkzaal? Ah, okay, church hall. Dis van baie dankie julle. Is dit die koshuis daai? Ja. Okay, so alright, that is actually the koshuis of a boarding school. So kry gou 'n fotootjie in hierso. Dankie julle. Thank you. Daar's hy. Bye bye julle. Friendly locals. And the postal agency, the post office here in Aurora. More examples of houses here in Aurora. You can see generally big garages, garages. Yeah, on the corner of Kerkstraat and the main street, Hoofstraat. And another example here of a residence in Aurora. A big gate, big gardens. Number 10. Check out the red cross there with a heart. And here we've got Pastooriestraat, and I think the old pastorie. So a pastorie is a residence for a church minister here in South Africa. And you can see there 1906. So the church that we saw earlier, that particular one was established in 1908, but obviously the church here has existed since 1906. And yeah, some beautiful trees here. Beautiful eucalyptus, I think it is. And another example here of a house with lots of trees in its garden. And here in Pastooriestraat, you can see the street signs actually behind the flora here, a little bit hidden. But what isn't hidden is that beautiful kopje or the hill here in Aurora. The postcard of Aurora. And I just met two locals there who told me the name of a kopje here is Soetgoed. So, sweet things, the sweet things kopje. Here in Aurora, that's the literal translation. But from here, just look at this absolutely astonishing view you get. And the surrounding countryside here in Aurora, in the Sandveld. You can't quite see the sea, but I think on a clear day you can probably see Veldrif and other towns as well. But just look how far you can look in that direction. You'll be hard pressed to find a more beautiful sight anywhere in the world. This was my first time here in Aurora, and I can absolutely see myself come back here for a magnificent experience. I hope this series of vlogs in South Africa has shown you that there are more to the country than the cities or the places you'll see in travel brochures. Now Aurora is not a place you'll find in a travel brochure necessarily, but it is absolutely worth visiting. There are some wonderful places in South Africa off the beaten track, and you can really come and relax here. Work on your headspace or your mental health and get close to nature. Experience the hospitality of this part of South Africa, the Sandveld. This is also where I'll end this video. I hope you enjoyed this tour of beautiful Aurora here in the Sandveld in the Western Cape. If you haven't done it yet, please hit the like button on this video. That really helps me out with the algorithm. I don't have a marketing team or a marketing budget. It's just me making videos, and your like will really help me with the algorithm. And also, if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to the channel. I've got loads more great content coming up for you on this channel. Bye bye. I'll see you again. That's it for now, guys. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.